What do you want? You guys can all do it, or
Well,
the Go-Go Killers from Huntsville, Alabama, here on behalf of Know Huntsville. You need to know Huntsville. If you hear know Huntsville, if you don't know Huntsville, why don't you know Huntsville?
All right, this is Tom.
And I'm Joe.
And this is Know Huntsville. We have a art episode today. We have Christina Wegman in the studio to talk about her studio and talk about her art. She brought some pieces in to discuss today. Thanks so much for coming in and talking to us about it.
Thank you.
All right.
Glad to be here.
So you have a studio that's kind of downtown. It's off of Clinton. Well, I'm going to give the address and give some information, then we can start talking about it.
Totally downtown.
Yeah, it's Clinton Row, 100 Jefferson North on the Clinton side. You guys are open Monday through Wednesday, 12 to 6, Thursday through Friday, 9:30 to 12, and on Saturday, 12 to 6. And you have a small studio there where it has your art, and then you also sell candles and you have pillows, which you started doing just recently. And the way to look up Christina is on her Facebook page, /Christina Wegman Fine Art. And so let's talk a little bit about your studio and talk about the kind of art that you like to put out there for everybody.
All right. Well, my studio is about 200 square feet, and it's pretty cozy, and I love it. I do a lot of abstracts, and I do a lot of portraits.
Okay.
And my abstracts are kind of like this. They're colorful, they're geometric,
Right.
a lot of triangles, a lot of brightness, and then my portraits are a little bit more traditional, but with a twist.
Okay.
So, sort of like Tesla,
All
where
right.
he's kind of traditional looking, but there's an unusual background to it, or something about it that makes it a little different, either color-wise or style-wise.
Yeah.
It looks really neat. Like it.
So give us some of your influences then. Some of the painters that you kind of think maybe that you borrow from, you take from when you're doing your own art.
I love all of the early expressionists, all the German expressionists, Franz Marc, Vasily Kandinsky. I also really love classical art, even though it might not really always show up in my work.
In your work,
but I have a respect for classical technique. I like Byzantine iconography, believe it or not, and I think looking at it probably has fed my abstractions in some unusual way. I'm not sure how, but it might be there. But I like a variety of different styles, so there are a lot of things that are inspiring me.
Nice.
Usually makes the best artists, grab
Yeah,
a lot,
kind of sort of a whole bunch of different areas that you pull in from to kind of develop your own style, which is pretty cool. So talk a little bit about, so you say you have this little studio, and it's Clinton Row is what it's called. So talk about the storefronts that are being opened right there.
Right. So Clinton Row is in the old downtown storage facility.
Right.
So these are basically storage units, and each storage unit is being rented out as a small retail shop.
Nice.
And so I have my gallery. It's actually 2 units where we've taken the wall down in the middle. I've managed to expand over time. And then we also have a lot of different other things like handmade beauty products or doll clothes, handmade fashion, a makeup artist, a hairdresser, photographers, just a big variety of different local shops.
Right, and you said there's like 13 or 14 or there right now, but it's expanding. There's going to be more there eventually?
We hope so.
Right. And then you said you're kind of putting on, when you have your studio open, you're kind of putting on events there where you might have musicians come in and things like that, right?
Exactly.
So are other studios doing that, or are you kind of pioneering that down there?
We're all doing different events.
Nice.
Yeah, each one of us has a different niche to fill, and each one of us puts forward a different idea. Like the AFA, Alabama Fashion Alliance, puts on fashion shows on the sidewalk during the summer.
Whoa.
Or one of us might have a musician, or one of us might put out refreshments, or might have something else related to our business.
Right. Well, that's really cool. It kind of like the style of Low Mill, where they're having all these different kind of eclectic sort of studios together and bringing a whole bunch of people together, which is really neat. Have you done anything over at Low Mill? They have the artist market. Have you done anything over there?
No,
not
actually
really.
not. Not really.
That's where usually I always talk to other artists, and they're usually starting there, and then they try to get a studio somewhere. That's why I was asking that. And again, for people who haven't been to Low Mill, it's a great place sort of to see more artists and to see a lot of stuff going on there, which is really cool. So you have some artwork that's displayed in different stores and restaurants here in town. So tell us some about those, and then again, how the best way for people to come and buy some of your artwork.
Well, right now I've got artwork at the Artery on Wellman in 5 Points.
Okay.
So, just a really cool, eclectic art marketplace.
Right.
I've got a few pieces there.
Nice.
They're framed by my favorite framer, Von Bocchino. I always send people to him whenever they buy something.
Is he local here in town?
Yes, he is. And
Oh,
he
nice.
actually, he makes the, well, he doesn't make the frames, but he refinishes the frames himself. So he'll get an old frame and then he'll paint it to match the painting, or he'll cut
Whoa.
it down as needed. And so his work is just really cool, and he's my favorite.
He's your
He's
go-to.
my go-to.
Is he Is he based out of the Artery, or?
Yes, he
He
has
is?
his
Oh,
own
so you can
shop.
go there. Okay.
So
Nice.
some artwork there. I have a piece at Sam and Greg's. Sometimes I have more, sometimes I have fewer. Right now it's just one. And I've got an exhibit up in the Atrium Gallery at the library right now until the end of March.
Nice. And so, again, the best way for people to come and see your art and also to buy your art is to just come right down to your studio and
Yes.
check out the gallery there. And well, I think just coming down there to see all the storefronts there
Oh,
would be
yeah.
really cool. But
Yes.
especially yours, since you have these pieces in that are they're beautiful. They're really colorful. I like the shapes. The pillows.
This
Talk
pillow's
about
awesome, man. It's like soft.
Yeah,
You just paint on it. It's like printed.
Tell us about the pillows and how you started doing those, and then how do you actually make them?
Well, I don't make them. I have them made for me, but I design them.
Right.
And the reason I started doing it was because people would come into my shop and they would say that they didn't have any wall space left, or they
Right.
lived in a very small space and they didn't really know how to work the art into their home.
And you're trying to give them no excuses not to buy your stuff.
Exactly.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Say, well, here, how about this? Will
Right.
this work? And
Yeah.
a lot of times it does. You know,
Okay.
it's just a nice bright spot.
And then and again, the smaller canvases too, I'm sure helps with that as well.
Yeah, these are actually printed by WoodTech. These are on wood, but I also have prints on canvas. And I have them in different sizes. So I have, minis that are only about this big, 4x3. This one's actually a little big as far as the minis go. And then I can get them in all different sizes, from small to big, and it just gives a more cost-efficient way to display the art, or maybe an easier way to display it.
Right.
The minis usually fit on a desk or a shelf, and they're really, really just a different way to do things.
And
Really
then
neat.
you were saying earlier that one of the things that you like to do is commissioned art.
Yes.
Like you actually you like to have clients come to you and say, I like this specific thing and work in that. So talk a little bit about that.
Yes. I love doing commissioned portraits. I just really enjoy trying to portray the character of a person in my
Right.
artwork. And I also just like commissions where somebody comes up to me and says, I went on vacation last year to Argentina, and I would really like something that reminds me of it. Do you think you could do something with this photo? Or they say, here's the color scheme in my room. Do you think you could do something that would tie it all together, or maybe make it a little bit more vibrant, and I can help them out with that.
Are you past the point where that makes you insanely nervous?
Oh no,
Where
that never
you're-
makes me nervous.
Never.
I love it. I love
Man,
it.
that big unveil, that would make me nervous like crazy. See,
Professional, dude.
yeah, I know, but like I'm from graphic design where you can all right, I can fix that real easily, but this would be a little more involved in doing that.
Well,
so
if somebody says they don't like it, I do paint it over. I will do it again, and
Wow.
I have no problem with it.
well, look at that. Money guaranteed right there. All right, so you have an event coming up at the Design Lab, so talk to us about that a little bit.
Well, this is actually Alabama Fashion Week. I'm going to be going down, and as part of the Fashion Week events, I will
Mm-hmm.
have some artwork up at Design Lab.
Tell us a little bit about Design Lab. Where is that?
It's at Lincoln Mills, and I actually have to go check out the space.
Right
so,
there.
yeah,
It's really.
yeah.
Is it that way?
Yeah.
That way. Yeah, it's real close to us. I used to work out of Lincoln Mill, but so is this a new thing, or is this something they've had there before, or?
I think this is the first year Fashion Week will be at Design Lab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
All right.
usually been at other venues, and this year it's been a little different for the AFA.
Okay, so that's March 7th, and people
Yes.
can come to it. They got to go online or anything to get RSVP, or can they just come to it March 7th?
Well, if people will check out the Alabama Fashion Week Facebook page,
Okay.
they'll get all the information they need.
Sweet. All right. Well, Christina, thank you so much for coming in. You guys check out Christina's artwork on her Facebook page. Again, check out Clinton Row, where her studio is at, or her gallery's at, and you can check out her artwork. And please support local art. This stuff is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Come get a pillow. If you have no excuses not to have a pillow in your house right now. So please go online, support local art, support Christina. Thank you so much for coming in and talking with us today.
Thank you.
All right. Good?
How do you say pillow?
What did I say?
Pillow?
Pello? That's how I say it. Like P-E-L-L-O.
Yeah.
I have funny things like that all the time. I say acrost with a T at the
Well, I've
end.
heard that one a lot.
I do that all the time, and everybody makes fun of me for it.